Wonderful, and we are going. My name is Justin Ivey, Education Manager here at the PHTA and a fellow CPO instructor for a little bit of a career before joining here. We thank you all so much for coming. We have a wonderful panel set up to share some exciting information about the PHTA and the CPO program as we go forward, starting our year in 2025. If you have questions during the presentation, please use the questions feature as part of GoToWebinar. We will address all questions at the end of the presentation, and we'll get to as many as possible. It is my honor to introduce Sabina Hickman, President and the CEO of the PHTA, to keep us going.
Thank you so much, Justin. Welcome. We've got about 83 attendees here, and as always, we will be recording town, sending that out to the masses. But as Justin noted, we thank all of you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to us update you guys on some things that are related to PHTA and some things that pertain to the CPO program. So I'm going to start off by just giving you guys an overview. We did our first impact report for 2024, which was a 8-page brochure that just really showcased what the organization accomplished on behalf of the industry. So 2024 was a banner year for us. We saw a lot of engagement in terms of our members, what they were utilizing as benefits, how they were getting involved. Every year we do a willingness to serve where we solicit volunteers in leadership roles, all-time high. We're seeing a ton of traction with our work in aquatics program, and obviously the CPO program played a tremendous role in that. We hit a major milestone, over 4,000 members. That's an increase of about 20% since the unification. Today, as it stands, we sit at 4,000 corporate members. 90% of the top companies are PHTA members. And we, as of the end of 2024, our retention rate was 82.5%, which means that our members are retaining year over year, meaning that they're seeing great value in what the association is offering. The next slide. Technical codes. As you guys know, PHTA is a standards development organization. We have 16 codes that we publish, and we also monitor other codes that impact the industry. You'll see that we had a 93% success rate for industry-led change proposals in the ISPSC. We have a very great schedule now that every year we're launching and revisiting new standards. In 2025, we'll be publishing 5, and I've circled the PHTA 1 as well as the 16 as it may pertain to you guys as CPO instructors. PHTA 2 was released in 2023, and I'm actually going to turn this over to my colleague Adam to speak about. Joined PHTA as a consultant, and he's going to tell you a little bit later about this exciting initiative that he's working on. But he was in the office last week and was geeking out on the PHTA 2. So Adam, I'll turn it over to you.
Sure. Thanks, Sabina, and good afternoon, everyone. So yeah, I just wanted to come on real quick and just make sure all of you are aware of the PHTA 2 standard. This was approved back in February of 2023. I myself am a public pool and spa operations nerd, and I got my hands on a copy of PHTA 2, and I will tell you it's sitting in front of me and it's been on my desk ever since. This is a fantastic operational code. I know many CPO instructors and many folks from the public pool and spa operations and maintenance world were part of the committee that formed and wrote PHTA 2 I know all PHTA members do get a free standard each year. If you have your membership up to date for PHTA, you do get a free standard, and PHTA 2 is something you can go on and access for free as your free standard each year. Definitely encourage all of you as CPO instructors to check this out. This is a fantastic resource, and I know this is something we'll be taking really good care of over the next number of years as PHTA. So just encourage you to check this out. As a CPO instructor, a lot of this will make sense to you. So feel free to ask any questions or reach out to us if you have any questions on PHTA 2. And Sabine, I'll turn it over to you.
Great, thank you, Adam. Also, 2 years ago, we launched a workforce development initiative called Work in Aquatics. In 2024, we generated more than 192,000 visitors to Work in Aquatics. And these visitors are people outside the industry. We're talking to guidance counselors, parents, kids that are graduating from college that may not, graduating from high school who may not want to pursue college, but are looking for a career. We had 130,000 job seekers that generated 10,800 applications. So on Work in Aquatics, if you're a member of PHTA, you can post ads for free, and then we track who applies for those 10,800 in 2024. And we've got also an apprenticeship program for builders and service. And currently we have 50 companies enrolled in that program, which is a 20% increase over the previous year. Our apprenticeship programs are the only registered programs with the Department of Labor, which means that companies can go out and get grants from their state labor departments to help fund these apprenticeship programs. So out Work in Aquatics, please do so. Next, we'll talk a little bit about Step Into Swim. Many of you know Rowdy Gaines, who's been part of our team since 2000. Last year, we raised $2.4 million for swim lessons. 1.2 of that came from the industry and individual donors. And our board still continues to match dollar for dollar whatever we raise. So we raised 1.2 million, and the board matched another 1.2 million. We granted to 200 swim schools. We reached 43 states. Rowdy's got a goal to hit all 50 states. I think we're already at 46 this year, and we taught more than 31,000 children to swim via 125,000 lessons. So that's definitely a program that we're really excited about. Looking ahead in 2025, we've got some excitement coming up. We're going to launch a new website that will debut in late April, early May. You'll see down in the bottom left, we have CPO courses. What we did is we looked at all of our analytics to see where the traffic is, and we make front and center. So we'll launch a new website there. We've had a lot of industry input on that, so something we're very excited about. Next, we'll talk a little bit about Center of Excellence. Center of Excellence, we're going to save for later. Adam Kaczmarczy's going to touch on that, but that's a new educational initiative that, again, a lot of industry stakeholders have been involved in this for over a year to help put together this program that will launch it at the Mastermind Summit, which will be the fourth little bullet that comes. Research is something that we've really taken a lead in. We do a quarterly pulse study that is probably a 5-7 question survey that goes out to the industry that takes the temperature of how builders, service, retailers are feeling about the industry. And we also do an survey. We currently have that survey open until April 15th. So if you haven't participated in it, please do so. We are launching a market intelligence report. You'll see that graphic on the right. This is just a sample, but we're going to track some weather patterns, pool permits, talk about featured states, what states are performing over last year, but that's something that our membership has asked for as well. So you'll start seeing that on a monthly basis go out. And then again, Mastermind Summit, which I mentioned, that'll be in September in Fort Lauderdale, the third week in September. We're going to bring our committee council leaders to that event. We'll do a board meeting event there, and we'll do a 2-day program focused on, we're going to bring in outside speakers to that, and we're going to for build, design, engineer, and the service sector. So stay tuned for more updates on that. And then before I turn it over to Jeannie, last but not least, we're very excited to announce, we can go to the next slide, Justin, that Ashley will be assuming the role as our new Director of Instructor Relations. I know many of you know Ashley. She runs the Colorado Springs office and has been a member of the team for 7 years, and is just so committed to CPO, to PHTA, to the industry, to each and every one of you instructors. And she's kind of been groomed under the leadership of Natalie, and we know she's going to step in and do a great job. So on behalf of everyone, we welcome Ashley to this role. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jeannie Mendelson, who's our Vice President of Education and Events.
Hello, everyone. I hope that you can hear me. I am thrilled for Ashley as well. Thank you, Sabina. I just wanted to bring us back a little bit to that impact report, which talks about, if you could go to the next slide, the education and certification that we did in 2024. I know some of you CPO instructors have taken on some of the service courses, and our numbers are growing as a result of it. So we have 164 CMS in 2024, 154 CST, CHTT is growing with 87, and then the CPI course has 232 certified in 2024. We're seeing those numbers continue in 2025, so we're thrilled that we are getting, in addition to CPO, the service education certifications out and increasing as well. We, as you all know, we did 40,000, a little over 40,000 CPOs last year, which was really great. We launched a newsletter to CPOs, and that is to, be in concert with you as instructors to get the word out about what PHTA does, and so they know that you're not a one-man band, and they aren't either, that there's resources while they're in the field, and that you have resources as you guide them and teach them. We kicked off monthly webinars in 2024, and they became weekly, which you'll hear more about later. And we gave away 678 free credit hours. I hope you're all aware that we have the Class Pass available to members, which offers free education that's recorded. And now with the weekly webinars, we're building on that always, every week. But you can use 10 of those for your recertification credits. So if you recertify as a CST or a CMS, you can use those free credit hours. CPO specifically, we, like I said, a little over 40,004, and you'll see the breakdown here. We had 25,000 in virtual and 14,000 in person, and 95% in the US. So just some interesting statistics there. The virtual does seem to be growing in momentum a little bit. So we are reaching people where they are. We also, in 2025, at the World Aquatic Health Conference that was in January, we had the CPO recognition award. So I'm thrilled to just go through them quickly. You've heard about them. We've had them in the instructor newsletters, but we'll kick it off here with our top 3 excellence in training. Congratulations to Austin Harris, Todd Schwab, and Graham Thompson. They were thrilled to receive. I think we had one of them with us at the World Aquatic Health Conference. The next category is the top 3 instructor recognition award, and that's Luis Mendez, Rhett Pena, and Regal Reed. Next, we have service expansion, and this is those people expanding into CMS and CST and some of the other courses. So we congratulated Brian Collins, Heather Linton, and Robert Stewart in that category. And last but not least, the 2024 PHTA Instructor of the Year was Craig Sears, which he was at the World Aquatic Health Conference where he received his award. So very awesome. The World Aquatic Health Conference recap. We were in January in Atlantic City in collaboration with the Pool and Spa Show powered by NESPA. It was a great show. There was 4 education tracks with 27 sessions. We had 2 keynote sessions. We had Rowdy Gaines and Paul John Boulevard talking about wellness in the water. We had a great CPO Awards lunch and receptions, a lot of networking time, and there was a hands-on portion that was available at the exhibit hall at the Pool and Spa Show. So, and I just wanted to touch briefly, we had 80 attendees, which was lower, and we have seen this program declining. So we have been doing some surveys. We've been reaching out and trying to get feedback, and we are meeting, continuing to meet to figure out what this looks like in the future. So next we'll go to a poll, and I will let Justin take over from here.
We have 2 quick poll questions for you here. I'm going to do 1 question at a time. If you wouldn't mind responding on your screen quickly, I'll leave it open for 30 seconds to a minute to make sure we get as many as we can and let you know when the second one's coming. First question was, do you normally attend or try to get to an in-person event every year? I am the only one who gets to have fun now as I watch the ticker of the yes and no's go up and down. You guys are quick. We appreciate it. Leave it open for another 15, 20 seconds. 80% of you have given feedback. We thank you for that. Thank you. And for our second question here, we listed a couple conferences that you might have attended and included an other option as well. If the conference that you usually attend is on the list, please select it. If you go to another show in person every year. I had 1 question that came in that said event to what? An industry event of any kind would count. For an in-person experience, a conference usually lasts more than 1 day, although we do know the World Aquatic Health Conference has been 1 day for us in the past.
As you vote as well, I think you know what we've done in the past is we will send out the recorded town hall to those instructors that weren't able to attend and include these questions as well, again, just to try to gain some data.
And most of you have voted. I'm going to end the vote in just a couple seconds. Thank you so much, everybody.
And I can have the pleasure of introducing Wayne Ivusich, who's the chair of the CPO Advisory Council. Did I say it right this time?
Yes, Janine, you're learning. Thank you. Yes, it's a tough last name. Yes, I know, but Wayne is fine. Hi, everybody. Thanks again. My personal thanks for having you attend our town hall meeting today. I am the chairman of the CPO Advisory Council, and these illustrious people here with their mugs on your screen suitable for dart throwing are all the current existing members of the CPO Advisory Committee. We come from a variety of different backgrounds and geographies and just basic knowledge about the industry, so that when we do get together and we have some pretty deep and interesting conversations, as many perspectives as we can get on a particular topic, we get. So you can be assured that if you have a thought or an idea, it's probably been expressed by one of the illustrious members of this particular council. We often get the question is, what's the purpose of the CPO Advisory Council? Justin, if you could go to the next slide, I'd appreciate it. What you'll see on your screen is some of the things that we've been involved in 2024, not only, of course, certifying CPOs, but the launching of a different variety of courses available to everyone. And in addition to what you see listed here on your screen, we're also heavily involved in taking a look at the manuals and the slide deck and the exam and seeing how we can improve these things. And there are a number of updates and edits that are going to be coming down the pike, maybe not for the next printing, but definitely for the printing after that, that are somewhat significant, but what we think will be a benefit to everybody who teaches CPO. I'm not going to list them all here because it would take up obviously too much time, but once they've all been solidified and addressed, we'll have probably Ashley to go ahead and send that out to all of you as part of the newsletter that goes out on a quarterly basis to everyone, so that you can see what's coming down the pike and will be available for you. I do want to highlight just a couple things, that there has been an increased discussion or request that we include more information about cold plunge tanks and chillers, which we will be addressing in the next edition of the manual. So you can, that was just a little teaser, I guess, for the next time you see the edition out. If we could have the next slide, Justin, please. Like I mentioned, the current CPO's newsletter is sent out quarterly. Right now, it's just about halfway through 90,000 distribution points that take a look at the newsletter, read it, learn information from it, and that we do welcome any feedback and any suggestions on topics, something you might want to see in particular or you want us to address. Please feel free to contact us at PHTA. Ashley would be your starting point, or Amy Willer, but Ashley would be the initial one. But this is important information, and we do encourage all of our instructors to read the newsletter and try to see if there's anything in there that you can use in your in your classes. Now, the next thing that's kind of important to bring out is that at the end of this month, we will have available, go ahead, Justin, advance, please. Thank you, there you go. At the end of this month, we will have available Pool Math, the Fundamentals online course as an option or an alternative to the Pool Math workbook, where students, before their CPO class started, they're available to get into this particular class and go over all the math involved. And we all know math is a somewhat of a sticky point for a lot of people when they're taking the CPO course. And we try to be as informative and as helpful as we can. And we found that the Pool Math workbook is an excellent way to start. And we've had a lot of requests to do it online, and therefore, what you asked for, we deliver. So this particular course is an online course. It's $39 for members and $79 for non-members. And it will be offered on the PHTA website in the LM section. That will be there hopefully by the end of this month, is what I have been told. So something to look forward to down the pike. It is my honor to introduce your Director of Instructor Relations at PHTA, Ashley Reyna. Ashley, take it away.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ashley. I am sure most of you know me, and if not, I'm sure you will get to know me. I am aware that I do have some pretty big shoes to fill, but I am excited to be here and I look forward to the future. And if you don't know how to contact me, here is all of my contact info. I do recommend that you call me at the Colorado Springs office first before you call me at my extension. I seem to get more phone calls that way. And then here is my team. I'm sure you guys have all spoke with Alma and Sarah before. Alma has been with us for 6 years now. She is our bilingual certification and client relations manager. She's bilingual in English and Spanish. She does have a lot of close relationships with our Spanish speaking instructors. Sarah, she's been with us for, I think, a little bit more than 3 years now. You've probably spoken with her on the phone several times, if not through email. And then we have Selena. She is brand new. She has only been with us for 2 days now. She's also bilingual, but she is bilingual in English and German. So you will probably talk to her soon in the near future. And I just have a few reminders that I want to go over. It is considered our busy season right now, so our phones are ringing. So if you can't get through to us, please just send us a quick email and we will call you. And then also with ordering materials, I just want to remind everybody to please place your orders at least 10 business days in advance. We do not ship out from our office anymore like we have, a few years ago. It does go from a shipping warehouse now, so it's a little bit different. They do need a few extra days to get them shipped out. And it is best to have your book orders placed online. And I say that just because you can do it whenever you need to order them. And if you wait on us, it could be, the following day. So yes, if you can, please place them online, although we are still happy to help you if you would like us to place them. Expedited orders must be ordered by 12 p.m. Mountain Time. That's my time in Colorado. And that is because the cutoff date for the shipping warehouse, or I apologize, the cutoff time is 1 p.m. They have to have those orders by 1 p.m. for them to be shipped out that same day, because that is the time that their truck leaves. So if you place your order online and it is expedited, please also shoot me an email and just tell me that you just recently placed an expedited order so I can pull it and get it over to the warehouse. And that is all the reminders I have for today, and I'm happy to be here.
All right, and I will take over from here to talk a little bit about the Center of Excellence in our new webinar series. Justin, if you could go, actually just flip 2 slides for me. Perfect. All right, so I'll just set up very quickly what the Center of Excellence is. The Center of Excellence is really, at its most basic core element, a brand new learning management system, or LMS, for the Pool and Hot Tub Alliance. We are not only just launching a new LMS, but also launching a new way that people will interact with the LMS. This will hopefully, if we look towards the bottom of the screen on the goals and objectives for the Center of Excellence, this will be a new premier online education destination for the entire pool and hot tub industry. We're looking to provide very clear learning pathways that will help extend the education beyond our certification courses and other learning opportunities. We're looking to provide continuous, updated, and brand new courses. And when I say courses, we're talking about short 1-hour courses that you might see at a conference or similar venues that will allow us to provide ongoing, new and updated education from across the industry. So we are building out both a service and maintenance career pathway, as well as an operations and management career pathway. We'll also be including a quite extensive business education as we get the Center of Excellence up and running. We're looking to have the new LMS live by September 15th in conjunction with our mastermind event that Sabina mentioned. And then we will be continuously adding new educational opportunities as we move into the future. Justin, if you go to the next slide. We'll be unifying education with the Center of Excellence, bringing together all educational offerings from PHTA under one roof. I know that may spark some questions for you of what that means for you as a CPO instructor. We will be providing updates for you as we get into the summer, as we get ready to launch, but there will be no changes to the instructor portal and how many of you interact with PHTA. We're going to, as I mentioned, create our standardized learning pathways. That's going to help promote professional growth, empower industry members to really advance their career and receive specialized training that's really designed for the industry by the industry. That'll help everyone strengthen their businesses and help continue to elevate our industry. Justin, oh, perfect, next slide. In addition to the Center of Excellence launch, which you'll be hearing more of as we get into the summer, one exciting thing that we can already take advantage of is our new PHTA webinar series. PHTA has had a webinar series for the last couple of years. Just at the beginning of 2026, I'm sorry, 2025. Wow, I'm jumping too far ahead. In 2025, we have updated our webinar series to a weekly webinar series. Right now, our webinars are held every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. You can see a variety of webinar topics that we on the screen that we have upcoming. We also are planning webinars into later in May, June, and July right now. These webinars are designed for PHTA members and to serve our industry at large. The webinars are free to view live. You can register at any time by going to phta.org/webinar. Previous webinars are available for free viewing if you're a PHTA member and using ClassPass. I do encourage, again, we are looking for new topics or upcoming topics. So if you have ideas for a topic that you would like to see included in our webinar series, or if you yourself would like to present a topic on our webinar series, please just shoot me an email. It's at the bottom of the screen, just aketchmarchi@phta.org, or you can reach out to any of our PHTA colleagues. They'll be happy to get that information over to me. And we just want to build the most successful webinar series to serve all members of our industry in the best way possible. And with that, I will turn it over to Justin for another poll.
Thank you, Adam. There were two more questions that we wanted to poll those who joined us for this live event. Again, thank you very much for getting here. The first question is, the instructor newsletter currently goes out monthly. Is there a different frequency you would prefer, or do you think keeping it monthly is meeting your needs? The votes are flying in. Thank you very much. Wonderful, thank you. We got most of you guys voted. I'm going to close this one in just a second and open up our last poll of the evening. These quarterly town halls are meant for a live forum to ask questions and receive information. What frequency would you prefer? Keep it the same? Offer it less? Just a couple more seconds on this one. We've got almost everybody has voted. And closed. Thank you very much. That was the end of our presentation set for you all. And this time I'm going to look through. There were a lot of congratulations, Ashley, coming through in the questions section of GoToWebinar. I thought that was important to stand out there. Now, I did have one interesting question about the surveys and market research that PHTA is doing. Are there any plans to ever extend that report outside of the US, as these instructors do deal with some students that are international as well?
I can speak to that. I don't know the answer to that though, so I will bring it back and we can push that out in the newsletter, but I haven't heard that, but I will certainly give that feedback about extending it as well.
Wonderful. We got a lot of well dones on this. Congratulations as well. Thank you everyone for coming. For those of you who popped in late and maybe missed the beginning, yes, this will be recorded. It was recorded and it will be sent out to everyone to either review if you were here live or to share with somebody who was not here. At this time, that is everything we had going on. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. We'll definitely talk to you before the next town hall, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.